So May 22nd, we got a super big fight at the 140-pound division. We have Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez, and I'm gonna give an early prediction on this fight. And I must say, this one was a very hard one for me to analyze, but I'm gonna give y'all my take on it. So we got Josh Taylor, a couple of years older than Jose Ramirez, and he's shorter, has a shorter reach. So Jose Ramirez has the reach advantage and the slight height advantage and the youth. So we got Josh Taylor. He's a dog, absolute dog. You know, a lot of these UK fighters they get a lot of slack for giving up, being timid. You know, we seen it with Daniel Dubois. We seen it with Anthony Joshua. We've seen it with other UK fighters. They don't seem to have the dog in them. But Josh Taylor is an exception. Great fighter. Good power. Excellent head movement. Good upper body movement. Vicious body work. That body work on Josh Taylor is something serious, man. Regis Prograis, a power puncher, man. You know, he was dogging it out with Regis Prograis. So you got to give Josh Taylor his credit. Absolute dog. And then we got Jose Ramirez, younger, another absolute dog. Both of these guys have no losses. Jose Ramirez 26-0 and Josh Taylor 17-0. Higher KO rating goes to Josh Taylor. That's because Jose Ramirez has more fights, so the fights go up, and then as the fights pile on, then the KOs don't really come, and a lot of the fights start going to decision. It lowers your KO rating, So that doesn't take nothing away from Jose Ramirez. In my opinion, in the power department, let's go back to Jose Ramirez for a minute. Let's talk about him. Very strong and powerful puncher. Good body attack. He's a forward fighter, pressure fighter. Josh Taylor is a blend. Like, he's a pressure fighter as well, but he can also box you from the outside. I would say Josh Taylor has the advantage on the boxing as far as more skilled boxers. Josh Taylor, absolutely, hands down. He boxes much better from the outside, and he has good inside body work. Jose Ramirez, he's more of an inside worker, more of a volume puncher as well. He's not as good on the outside as Josh Taylor is. But I think the power advantage goes to Jose Ramirez. The way I can see this fight going, man, this is going to be a war. It's going to look like a faster paced Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor fight, because Jose Ramirez has more speed than Regis Prograis. So it's going to be, you're going to see punches coming you're going to see him thrown. They're going to be thrown in that ring. I already see it. I see it, envisioning it now. Josh Taylor is going to dodge. He has the best head movement, much better than Jose Ramirez. Better defense than Jose Ramirez, and so he's gonna be dodging a lot of those punches that Ramirez is gonna throw at him, because he's gonna pressure him. You're gonna see a lot of inside fighting. You're not gonna see much clinching probably towards the end of the fight when they start to tire out a little bit. But you're gonna see a whole lot of inside fighting, a lot of body punches. Definitely gonna see a lot of body work, and it's gonna come to who can withstand the body work the most. And like I said, I see this fight being a straight war. And do I see any knockouts? I don't see. I can see a knockout, I'm trying to really visualize who's gonna knock out who if that does happen. But the likely outcome of this fight, um, I can see Josh Taylor um, edging this fight out to a 12 round decision. But if he's not careful, I can see Jose Ramirez at least dropping Josh Taylor at some point in this fight. I'll say maybe around the 6th or 7th round. I can see Josh Taylor maybe getting dropped because, like I said, Jose Ramirez, I think he has more power than Regis Prograis. Could be wrong, but I think Regis has that thudding hammer type. I think Jose Ramirez has that snapping power, and I can see him stinging Josh Taylor maybe somewhere to the body. I think Taylor's chin is much stronger than his body. I believe he can take some shots to the face more than he can take a body shot from Jose Ramirez. So my prediction for this fight is it was really hard for me to come up with a prediction, but I see Josh Taylor possibly getting hurt in that fight towards the maybe 7th or 8th round. But I see Josh Taylor pulling through. He has a lot of grit. I see him taking it to the 12th round decision and becoming undisputed at 140. Taking Jose Ramirez's WBO and WBC, and then Josh Taylor will be the new undisputed 140-pound champion with the ring, the IBF, the WBA Super, the WBO, and the WBC belts. So you heard it here first. Josh Taylor, 12th round decision over Jose Ramirez. Let me know what you think. Get back to me later. It's Rebel Life Boxing.